Joe, he says that like he is open to getting a vasectomy. I don't know if you guys are aware or not, but he and V have decided that they're pretty much done with their family. They're happy having one boy and one girl. And I'm sure that Kail is keeping them busy with, all those kids that she's popping out every so often as well. So they're just like happy to be at that. And so he said that he is ready to kind of, he's open to the idea of getting a vasectomy if V doesn't want to be on birth control, if they don't want to use whatever, And so I thought that was a really nice message. It very much is different from, oh, that's better. It very much is different from Taylor. Do you remember Macy's husband, Taylor? I think Macy was asking him if he can get a vasectomy, because she was tired of being on birth control and stuff like that. And he refused to do it. I know that was a big bone of contention on this past season of the show. I think even like amongst fans as well. I'm personally of the belief that like you're married to this woman, right? Like you've committed to spending the rest of your lives together. She's already like given birth to like two of your kids. She's got another kid as well by somebody else. And she's telling you that she's not giving birth to any more kids. Can't you just get it snipped? It's really not like a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal, especially after like she like pregnancy is no joke. These girls be popping out kids for any and everybody. Like it's like the most casual thing in the world and not at all dangerous or whatever. But it's a huge deal and it's a huge sacrifice. You know what I mean? So it really was disappointing to me to hear that Taylor was not willing to go and get a vasectomy, but listen, it's his body, his choice. But I do have to say that I was disappointed in that. And so I do have to give a huge like shout out to Joe for being open to doing something like that. So Kail says, after Joe talks about being willing to get a vasectomy, she says that she told Elijah that if she gets her tubes tied, then he has to get a vasectomy. And so Joe asked her, well, what's the point, Kail? If you're getting your tubes tied, why would your man need to get a vasectomy? Because at the end of the day, what you're trying to do is prevent unplanned pregnancies or whatever. And Kail says that it's because she would not want Elijah using his sperm to get anybody else pregnant. And then she really goes in on Khloe Kardashian. She's like, I do not want a Khloe Kardashian situation with Tristan Thompson out here having babies on her by like literally any and everybody. I thought that was kind of funny, when she threw that in there. But I kind of felt like, okay, your relationship is still like how many months along, you know what I mean? For you to be like, thinking about these things. You know what I mean? Like it's still a very, very young relationship. I think it's like a 6-month relationship or a 5-month, 4-month relationship at this point. Jaleesa, you're so funny. So I thought that was kind of funny. I'm kind of curious what you guys thought about that. The way that she was kind of like, listen, we're both going to be like snipping up because neither of us are going to be having babies by anybody else. That was kind of funny.